Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a deeper dive into our weather concerns on the way, especially for late this Wednesday and Wednesday night. You see the Storm Prediction Center does have that marginal to slight severe weather risk for the northwest quarter of the ArkLaTex. So let's first of all talk about my level of concern. On that scale of 1 to 10, I would put it at 5 at this point, simply because all severe weather threats will be possible, as it does look like those threats will be confined to the far northern sections of the ArkLaTex. Basically near and north of Interstate 30 is where the risk for severe weather will be at its highest. So first, let's talk timing once again, and you can see that as we move through tonight and tomorrow, I do think we'll see mainly dry conditions across most of the region under a mostly cloudy sky. Pretty much the same thing applies to tomorrow night. And then Wednesday, you can see as we move into the latter stages of the afternoon, strong storms will develop to our west. That activity will begin to approach the northwest edge of the area late Wednesday afternoon. Here's a pause at 5 p.m. Wednesday afternoon. You can see those storms impacting the northern half of the ArkLaTex. Probably we'll begin to see a weakening trend with this activity once we get past sunset Wednesday evening, but there's still the possibility that we could have some issues with severe weather. Talk about the hail potential. First of all, you can see the amount of pink on this map as the storms move east, how that kind of goes away. That shows that weakening trend. A little bit of a few reports of large hail will be possible. Another concern could be a tornado or two. You can see the stronger rotations to the west of the ArkLaTex, and notice how the strength of those rotating updrafts do lessen somewhat, as that means that, again, a tornado or two will be possible near and especially north of Interstate 30. And, of course, these thunderstorms, as they usually do, will have the potential of producing some damaging wind gusts. This could be our biggest concern, as Futurecast shows winds of 30 to upwards of 60 miles per hour will be possible with some of the stronger storms. Anywhere you see brown on here, like this area here, that's where we could be looking at the stronger gusts during that time frame. Another concern could be rain. As you can see, this is the output from Futurecast. Green is 1 inch, yellow is 2 inches, red is 5 inches. So we are looking at the potential for some very heavy rain once again, especially over the north and northwestern corners of the ArkLaTex. Again, this will take us through Wednesday evening. Notice not much over East Texas and northwest Louisiana. We're really not too concerned about severe weather for Wednesday night, or even Thursday for that matter. That being said, your 10-day forecast here as far as the outlook shows that we will kind of settle into a drier weather picture. Here's that trough moving in, the thunderstorms it will produce. Notice the threat of rain could return to part of the area on Thursday, but severe weather is looking doubtful. Then this big upper level ridge is going to develop. That very well could shut the rain off. Starting on Friday, we very well could stay dry this weekend and into the first half of next week. Models kind of hinting towards the end of next week, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, we could see a little bit of rain make its way back into the region as that ridge begins to weaken somewhat. Nonetheless, over the course of the next 10 days, it's going to stay warm, as we'll see very little change in temperatures. Highs pretty much each and every day will be in the 80s. Overnight lows start the period in the upper 60s. We cool to the low 60s this weekend and then return to the mid 60s. And again, you can see the rainfall chances highest probably Wednesday night into Thursday. A bit of a break this weekend and early next week, and then that chance for some showers and maybe a few thunderstorms could return by the middle part of next week.